Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're exploring one of the absolute most photogenic and honestly historically fascinating spots in the entire Kansai region. We're taking a visual journey to Katsuo-ji, this stunning mountain temple tucked away in Minoh, right in the northern part of Osaka. But this isn't just your average picturesque shrine. Katsuo-ji is actually deeply renowned as the temple of winning luck. It draws people from all over the world who are looking to, say, overcome a massive personal hurdle, hit a huge life goal, or just secure a much-needed victory. And visually, oh man, it's an absolute masterpiece of traditional red architecture, perfectly set against this vibrant, lush nature.
So, here's our game plan for today's explainer. We'll be walking across the incredibly scenic temple bridge, uncovering the fascinating secret behind the temple's modest name, checking out those massive Daruma dedication shelves, figuring out exactly how to use a Daruma Mikuji, and finally, wrapping up with some essential tourist tips and takeaways for your own visit.
Let's jump right into Section 1, the scenic temple bridge, the gateway to victory. We're starting our visual journey right at the entrance. Because Katsuo-ji is nestled way up in the mountains, there's only one main entrance and exit, which makes your arrival super impactful. There is a striking architectural marvel waiting to welcome you the second you arrive. As you step up to the temple grounds, you're immediately greeted by a truly magnificent Romon Gate. Now, what's really cool about the Romon Gate is its specific architectural style. It's a traditional two-story gate, right? But it only actually has a roof on that uppermost second floor. Painted in this vivid, incredibly bright red, it stands in stark, gorgeous contrast to the deep greens of the surrounding mountain landscape. Passing through this gateway literally transports you out of the everyday world and straight into a stunning, expansive temple landscape. And that brilliantly illustrates exactly what happens the second you walk through those gates. Visitors are consistently just blown away by the immediate view of the temple's pond and bridge. The water has this distinct, rich hue that fans of the temple lovingly call Katsuo blue. Add to that the atmospheric steam and mist artificially rising up from the water, swirling all around the grand bridge. It creates this beautifully eerie, totally awe-inspiring environment. Whether you're visiting during the vibrant green summers or catching the famous autumn foliage, this misty blue water bridge is going to instantly captivate you. Moving right along to Section 2, a temple's modest name, the secret behind Katsuo-ji. As we move past that scenic bridge and actually start our hike up the temple grounds, let's uncover a fascinating linguistic secret hidden in the temple's very name. It's a pretty amazing story of ultimate respect and humility. To really understand the name, we have to rewind all the way back to the year 727. Founded smack in the middle of the Nara period, this temple holds a deep, ancient history of prayers for victory. For well over a millennium, people, we're talking powerful historical figures and everyday folks alike, have journeyed up this exact mountain to pray for kachi-un, or winning luck. So the crucial point here is how the temple actually got its current name. Because of the temple's immense spiritual power, an ancient emperor granted it the grand title of Katsuo-ji, using the specific kanji character for king to literally signify it as the king of winning. Sounds awesome, right? But out of profound modesty and reverence, the temple monks felt that walking around claiming the title of king was a bit too presumptuous towards the emperor himself. So they cleverly changed that middle character from king to tail. The new character kept the pronunciation exactly the same, Katsuo-ji, but it changed the literal meaning to tail of winning. It's such an incredible historical detail, proving you can hold ultimate winning power while still practicing deep humility. That brings us to Section 3, Daruma dedication shelves, the visual marvel of winning. Let's move to the real heart of the temple's imagery and see how all of this builds into the famous Kachi Daruma, or winning Daruma. If you know anything about Katsuo-ji, you know it's absolutely synonymous with these little round red dolls. But you might be wondering, why are these dolls literally everywhere, and why do they look the way they do? Well, it all traces back to the lore of Bodhidharma, the legendary monk who actually founded Zen Buddhism. The story goes that Bodhidharma engaged in intense, wall-gazing meditation for 9 consecutive years. He achieved profound enlightenment, sure, but because he sat totally motionless for nearly a decade, his arms and legs actually withered away. That intense dedication and immense sacrifice is exactly why the iconic Daruma dolls are shaped as these round, weeble-wobble figures without arms or legs. They represent an unbreakable spirit. You know, the whole fall down 7 times, stand up 8 philosophy. And here is how you can actually participate in this awesome tradition. Step 1. You purchase a winning Dharma at the temple and physically write your specific wish or goal right on its back or bottom.
Step 2, and yeah, this is the hard part, you go back out into the real world, put in the work, overcome your hurdle, and actually achieve that victory. Finally, step 3, you return to the mountain temple to dedicate your doll. And let me tell you, the dedication shelves here are an absolute visual marvel. You'll see thousands upon thousands of these red dharma tightly packed onto massive shelves. Every single doll sitting up there represents the successful hero's journey of a real visitor. It's a striking, almost overwhelming visual representation of human triumph. All right, on to section 4, using Daruma Mikuji, the interactive finale. Beyond those massive dedication shelves up near the main hall, there's a much smaller, highly interactive tradition waiting for tourists as they wander the grounds. This is where the temple basically transforms into a giant, aesthetic playground. Alongside the big Daruma, the temple sells Daruma Mikuji. These are tiny little fortune-telling dolls. They have a small hole carved in the bottom where a rolled-up paper fortune is hidden. You pull out the fortune to read your luck, which is super fun. But the real question is, what exactly are you supposed to do with the tiny wooden doll once you've read it? What's honestly so cool about this is how visitors actively participate in the temple's aesthetic. You don't have to just throw the doll away. Instead, visitors turn the entire temple grounds into this playful scavenger hunt. If you look closely, you'll find these tiny daruma creatively tucked into the forks of tree branches, carefully balanced along ancient stone walls, gently placed on the ledges of traditional lanterns, or even resting securely on the edges of roof tiles. The visual contrast of these bright red dolls popping against the gray stone and green leaves is simply breathtaking. And hey, if you want, you can absolutely just take it home as a unique souvenir to remember your trip. Finally, Section 5, Tourist Tips and Takeaways, Planning Your Visit. Before you pack your bags for the Kansai region and head straight to Minoh, let's cover a little practical advice to make your visit absolutely seamless. First and foremost, wear comfortable shoes. Seriously, the temple grounds are sprawling and literally built right into the side of a mountain. To get from that stunning entrance gate all the way up to the main hall, you're going to want to prepare for a 1 to 2 hour visit that involves a good deal of walking, plenty of stairs, and some varying elevations. It definitely takes a bit of physical effort to hike up there, but the expansive, beautifully maintained grounds make every single step 100% worthwhile. Definitely keep these quick tips in mind to navigate the logistics easily. This is crucial. If you're driving there on a weekend or a holiday, you absolutely must check the official website to make a mandatory parking reservation. Without it, there's no way you're getting in. Also, while you're hiking the grounds, keep your eyes peeled for hidden historical gems like the Sanpokojin Shrine. It's actually said to be the first of its kind in Japan, dating back 1,300 years. Oh, and definitely stop by the Taishido Hall for the Osunafumi experience. You basically step on stone plates containing sand from all 88 temples of the famous Shikoku pilgrimage, symbolically completing that massive journey right then and there. And finally, when you've finished your climb and descended back down, reward yourself. There are some great dog-friendly cafes nearby, and the Minoh Mall is the perfect spot to kick back, relax, and grab a bite after your hike. Katsuo-ji isn't just some place to take beautiful photos of misty bridges and thousands of red dolls. It's a living monument to the power of human dedication. As you envision yourself walking among those striking red Daruma dolls hidden in the stone walls and trees, consider your own life. What wish might you write on your own doll, and what personal hurdles are you going to overcome on your own journey to victory? Keep that in mind, and until next time, keep exploring.